How many times have you heard or even said, "That's not in my job description"? It sounds smart, it sounds safe, it protects your peace. But here's the thing, they never tell you doing only what's in your job description keeps you replaceable. It doesn't help you develop skills or knowledge. It doesn't even make you valuable. And it sure as hell doesn't give you options. I understand the thought of doing the bare minimum, but continue working on yourself. Explore your strengths and your weaknesses. Now, this advice isn't totally wrong, it's just incomplete. And if you don't see the whole picture, your future will pay the price. This ain't about working harder for your boss. It isn't about the hustle culture. It's about how you use your time you've already committed to. Because while you're doing the bare minimum, someone else is learning, growing, and becoming irreplaceable. And when opportunities or layoffs come, guess who gets chosen? The real danger of the bare minimum mentality isn't laziness, it's a short term thinking. Doing the bare minimum might feel safe today, but in a world where technology is advancing faster than ever and the economy can shift overnight, stagnation is no longer a choice. Jobs change, roles are automated, industries pivot, and the skills that matter yesterday may be obsolete tomorrow. Effort alone won't protect you. Adaptability and skill growth will. While you coast, someone else is learning, improving, and positioning themselves for the future. That's who gets the opportunity when the next big chance hits. Here's the mindset shift you need to survive and thrive. You're already, you are already trading your time for money. That time is gone, whether you care or not. The real question is, what else are you going to get from it? Because a job can give you more than a paycheck if you let it. Skills, confidence, problem solving skills or ability, communication skills, an understanding of systems. Even a job you don't love can teach you something valuable, but only if you pay attention. The good news is you don't have to take a course or spend years in school to start building your skills. Every day you can learn something that moves you forward. Reading, observing, asking questions, and simply paying attention. These are all ways to grow. Let's take back control and stop making excuses. We have more power than we even often realize. And learning can be the secret weapon. Even small skills you build today is an investment in your freedom tomorrow. And here's another truth few people talk about. The moment your company decides to cut back, restructure, or lay off employees, it's often too late to scramble. But if you've been learning, growing, and building skills all along, you're not caught off guard. You have a plan. You have leverage. You can pivot, adapt, and come back stronger because you're not just surviving, you're prepared. Your knowledge and skills become your power. Did you hear me? Your knowledge and skills become your power. This is how learning becomes intentional. You're no longer just consuming information, you're upgrading yourself. Like Beyonce say, upgrade, upgrade. Do that. When you focus on developing strengths and enhancing weaknesses, your job turns into training. Every day becomes practice. And over time, that effort compounds into real confidence, real value, real options, and real money. Now, there's a book that explains this very clearly, Atomic Habits by James Clear. One of the main ideas is that small, consistent actions over time compound into major results. Doing the bare minimum every day builds one version of your future. Paying attention, improving a little, learning consistently builds a complete different one. Same job, same hours, different outcome. Another book to reference is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. One of the biggest lessons in that book is that employees shouldn't just focus on earning money, they should focus on what they're learning while they're earning it. Because money disappears, but skills stay with you forever. Now let's talk about what it means to be valuable. Some people get uncomfortable with the word. It sounds cold, corporate, but it's really simple. Being valuable means you can do things that are hard to replace. It doesn't mean working late every night, saying yes to every damn thing, and letting people disrespect you. It means you understand the system. You can solve problems without being babysat and develop skills that transfer to other jobs. Here's an example. Two people, same job, same pay, same hours. The first person does the bare minimum. They don't ask questions. They don't try to understand the bigger picture. They just get through the day. Now, the second person doesn't overwork, but they pay attention. They ask why things are done a certain way. They learn how different parts of the job connect. They focus on one or two skills that matter. After 1 year, they look the same on paper, but after 5 years, guess what? They're worlds apart. One has options, the other feels stuck. That difference isn't talent, it's intention. Now, wait, boundaries are healthy, rest is necessary. Life outside of work is damn sure essential. But there's a difference between having boundaries and completely checking out. When you stop caring about learning or improving, you're not protecting yourself, you're shrinking your future. Growth doesn't mean suffering. Growth means being intentional with the time you already spend. Even bad jobs teach you something. A bad manager teaches you how not to lead. A boring job teaches you discipline. A stressful job teaches you how to handle pressure. A team or working with a team teaches you communication because you're dealing with so many different personalities today. The lesson might not be obvious while you're there, but it exists. People who do well long term aren't lucky, they're observant. They take something useful from every situation. Let's say that again. Take something useful from every situation. So here's the takeaway. The goal is not to give your job everything. The goal is to use your job as a tool for self-development. Learn what you can, build skills, understand the system. If you get me, grow quietly. Then, when it's time to move on, you don't beg for options. You choose. Your job might not care about you, but your future absolutely depends on what you learn while you're there. Just think of it as a long-term goal. Enhancing skills is what actually gives you freedom.